Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 8 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. In the last episode, we built our first gas mines in the Arctic and our first gas-fired power plant back here in Swords. Today is going to be an episode of optimization. I want to squeeze more gas out of the Arctic and begin building our largest docklands ever on Lusk, our production island. So, I had forgotten to mention something at the last episode, which was the fact that the gas-fired power plant does indeed have much greater range than the regular oil power plant. And I think it's somewhere to the tune of about 10 to 14 tiles extra, which means that we can probably move this somewhere around the center of this kind of plateau up here, and basically power the entire plateau and district, and I'll probably turn this into an investor-only district and move the engineers somewhere else. Now, I was thinking maybe somewhere out here. It might look a bit weird next to the farms, but it's so drastically different now with Docklands. The entire economy is changing. We could largely just remove all the grain if we wanted to. I like the look of it though, so we'll probably keep that. But St. James's Gate is really kind of redundant now, and a lot of the wood production over here, like the raw wood, not just, you know, refinement into planks, but the raw wood, this is a kind of a waste of space now if we can just bring it in. So I'll probably end up making an engineer kind of district out here. There is some oil, I was going to say spills, but oil deposits out here that would kind of break that up and make it look not so nice. But eventually, you know, just like the clay deposit up here, if we get the research institute, eventually we can actually move these things around. So an engineer district out here might look kind of nice, and then the investors will sprawl further out, which means a kind of a redesign will have to be in the works. You know, we won't need a variety theater. Obviously, we won't need these railways or gaps for railways and oil power plants and stuff like that. So we could definitely cram a lot more in and get up to that 10,000 threshold mark that I want to hit, so that we can get our top of the best World's Fair ever kind of thing running. So while we are now I'm gonna go back to the Arctic and get building over there, but while that's going on, I want to get all the materials possible down to Lusk so that we can start building down there big time, because we're gonna need just a huge amount of materials down here, because I'm gonna basically build every module we can and then some. So we'll have to see how that kind of goes. Now I need to just move that guy over there and this one somewhere over here. And sorry about the sausages, lads. Let's just set this up as a patrol, just because it looks nice sailing around outside our harbor. Just something like that. Alright, so yeah, so we're going to be saying goodbye to Swords for a while, taking all the construction material we can out of here and just bringing it down to here to Lusk. Lusk, of course, if you're unfamiliar, is our production island. And in the last episode, I just slammed down extra soap and things like that, just so we could bring up some of the specialty goods that we have in our docklands. And the docklands, it looks absolutely disastrous, and that's because we just slammed it down very quickly. But this is where, this episode today, we're going to pay attention to it and really fix it up. So the first thing I want to do, because we've got 15 minutes before Captain Tobias is going to come back, is get some extra export offices down straight away. And again, it doesn't really matter where we put these right now, we just need to put as many down as possible. There we go. And that's going to open up more and more trade contracts for us, which is after giving us now 6, which is actually exactly how many I want. And I had a quick look at the stats, the statistics screen in between episodes, and I was kind of looking at like, okay, what are we overproducing here, and what could we stand to get rid of, and what kind of entire production chains can we just remove? So you might look at this and think, well, at least I looked at this and I thought, there is a lot of sand mines here. And I thought about, oh, we could build a road out this way and put them either side of it and, you know, maximize the space for the sand mines. But ultimately, I just thought, like, we could just bring in sand. And then I thought, well, what do we need sand for? We need it to make glass. We could just bring in glass. And we could get rid of this entire chain. Now, glass is actually a kind of a heavy industry, in a way. It takes 100 artisans for each one of those buildings we have, and we've got 6 of them. And then that glass is just really just used for making the windows construction material, and then it's used in Champagne. I don't really think we use it anywhere else in big demand. I'm trying to think, does it go into pocket watches? You'd think it would. Ah, it goes into light bulbs, that makes sense. And where's the pocket watches? It's this building here. It does go into pocket watches. So I guess glass is actually used in a lot of things. But I think we can still remove that entire industry and just bring it in. And that's going to be kind of my goal here. And we'll see how it all works. I've kind of roughly done the math on what we can achieve. Basically, if you're ever wondering, like, how do you work that out? Essentially, if we look at something like in the statistics screen here, this is the island of Lusk, and we look at glass, and we see how much we're currently producing. We're currently producing 24 tons per minute. So all you have to do is basically go like, okay, well, Captain Tobias arrives every 20 minutes. So you just go, I don't know, 24 times 20, and you see how much you need, right? That's basically how much you would make in 20 minutes by default right now. So I don't know. Well, I'll quickly open up a calculator and just do that. I think it's 480, is it? Or something like that. So 24 times 20. Yeah, 480. So we could say, like, just to even cover ourselves, I mean, that should cover ourselves because that's more than we even consume. We can only consume 23. So 480 should be plenty. So let's open up our imports and exports. And I was trying to look at, like, okay, well, what are we overproducing to compensate for that, to bring in? And I think gold is a good one, especially now that we're getting gold in the Arctic. Kind of ties the two sessions together a little bit better. And obviously we're buying raw, like, or not raw, refined gold from the pirates. And that keeps them happy. And so I'm happy to do it. It's obviously expensive for us, but it keeps them happy. It means we never have to fight. Long term, I think it's like a nice way of never having to worry about building defenses and ships that have to go to war and, you know, advanced weapons and all of those production chains. We're cutting out a lot by just buying gold, as well as maybe refining some. Anyway, long story short, let's just throw it in here. And you can actually sell multiple, right? You can have it, you can specialize in one good and sell it for little bits of loads of things if you wanted to. And that's kind of what I intend on doing. And then obviously as we start to shift gold over time, we'll hopefully build it up a bit and get more for it. So that's kind of the goal. So glass is what we want to bring in. So there it is in Katia. So I think it's a really good one to bring in because it's obviously its exchange ratio is only 1, but it does require, you obviously seem to need a lot, and then it also requires a refinement once before, and it also requires artisans. So it's kind of a complex thing to be able to just get, especially so without having it be a 1.4 or 1.2 or 1.6 kind of ratio. So it's a pretty good ratio. Anyways, the next one will be coal. And I'll adjust these amounts in a sec. Well, we already know, right? 480 for this. So it's going to take 204 gold away. And then for this, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with 400 as well. So that's not too bad. So 256 gold is going to be leaving our docks here on the regular. And we have to see if we can kind of keep up with that. So I've kind of done the math, but I haven't fully worked everything out to see if like our consumption rates are going to even out. But we'll find out. The next one I thought we were overproducing is steam motors. We only use steam motors for construction of tractors and ships, but we don't really build that much, so it's just like another kind of construction material, in a way. It's used for the steam carriages, but other than that, I don't think off the top of my head, I can't think of consuming it that much. We're definitely overproducing it anyway. So for steam motors, I want to bring in jewelry. We just unlocked that full thing, the full chanteuse. Sorry that I butchered it, but you know what I mean. We just unlocked that in the end of the last episode, so we can get that in there. And I think roughly we need about 100. The next one then is going to be soap, steel, and veneers. So soap, steel, and veneers. We're overproducing all of this big time on this island. Now we're exporting soap on the other island as well, swords, so we got to be careful with that, but it should be okay. And what I want to bring in instead is pocket watches. And the only reason I want to do that is because in Ganymedia, pocket watches here. And to get to gramophones, we need to bring in 1602 pocket watches. So I'm just going to do it probably very slowly over time until we can just offload something that we really don't need as a bulk buy. But this way actually evens out the production chain completely. Alright, and having 6 actually worked out quite well. So hopefully with 22, 22, 22, that should be plenty for us to actually now remove those production chains. Here we are with our ships. Send that back now. So let's have a look. So pocket watches, we'll just turn it off. The F key is the hotkey for doing that. And there's the other one. So we only have 2 on the island. So that's also, you'll notice that's saving us gold. So, you know, it works, kind of. And this as well. We run short on pearls, but we still overproduce jewelry just fine. And we'll keep the trade routes going, but we can also pause that. So that's another thing we're saving on gold. So we're saving on gold in 3 production buildings, and then we're just still using the gold that we're making and buying and selling that all off instead. So we're saving on a bunch of workforce. And that engineer workforce that we just saved on, well, we can go over here now. Whoops, wrong island. And we can upgrade our investors. Because why the hell not? Now they can't upgrade. What's their problem?
You have the spark.
Oh, we took all the construction material away. Gosh darn it. We'll have to buy some or get some more made.
All in Her Majesty's name.
Alright, let's just travel all this down. But anyway, either way, we don't have to do it right now. But getting more investors obviously will let us get the next tier of World's Fair event running. And not only that, it allows us to get more influence. And then min-max our way to victory. Alright, so that's the plan anyway. What else do we want to do? Oh yeah, so is there any windows over here? What island has windows that we probably doesn't need it, really? There's only 40 on this one, 75 on that one. Not that much. But it might be worth going and just grabbing them. Really do need to... I'll do it in between episodes. I gotta write down the fact that, like, I need to set up a route that just delivers this construction material everywhere. I'm always short on it. And now, especially with the amount of modules that we're going to be building here for this Docklands, it's going to be insane. Now, actually, I completely forgot. Speaking of workforce that we can free up. See you later. Don't need any of that anymore, because that is everything involved with the production of glass. And our commuter pier, gonna shift it around here instead. Alright, sweet. Let's just tidy up this area a little bit. I'll put that up here as well. So I don't know if I just mentioned or not, I forget things, clearly. But I've kind of messed around with kind of a design and a layout that I'm pretty happy with for the Docklands here. So I haven't actually fully tested it out. I've just kind of mapped it out in Photoshop, thinking about like where things are going to go. And I have a nice idea for what I think will make this place look pretty cool. But we're going to get back to that. I need more and more construction material. We're not going to have nearly enough steel beams. So we're just going to have to keep getting steel beams from different places and bringing it all back, basically. Let's do that. Let's just hit these different islands. Anyways, while we're doing that, let's jump to the Arctic now. Got a bunch of stuff I want to do over here. My main idea is that... Which ship is this, by the way? Okay, is the other one here? The other one actually is not here. We'll have to wait till it gets here, really. But I plan on basically just slamming down, I don't know, 6 or 7 houses? Maybe 6? Something like that. And those 6 houses should upgrade and give us what we need to get about... I don't know, about, yeah, another 250 technicians. And there's a couple items over at Nate's that I want to grab. And those items should allow us to get to both gas extraction wells. So let's just map that out right now. So I think... Oh yeah, I also noticed that having 3 heaters here seems like a kind of overkill, because we definitely don't need them for all this area. But we'll just grab one and move it over here, and that should be fine. So what we need to do first is just, let's go to blueprint mode, and just work out where the furthest down we can kind of get away with that is. Probably about there. And down here. Probably about there. And then we're just going to connect these with the road, straight up. And now we can see roughly how can we heat both. Oh, we can heat both quite easily. Anywhere here in the middle is fine. Perfect. I'll actually do it with this one, thinking about it. And put that one back. That needs to be kind of down here to heat this, obviously. But this is fine. So what's happened now is we've cut the power here. This doesn't have, oh, sorry, not power, but heat. And cut the heat here, but that's okay. This all has heat. This doesn't anymore. Yeah, that should be fine. Maybe it doesn't look the best, but they all have their heat coverage, and that should be enough housing, I think.
I'm warm enough.
Where's that other ship yet? It's not here yet. Alright, let's just put these down as well. It's going to take quite a lot of construction material, and we'll also need a warehouse. Alright, we'll build one, and we'll just pause it. Actually, we'll build both. Why not? Pause them both. So there we go. We've got 2 more gas mines. So that's the full 13 gas deposits that are here that we can grab. And I'm hoping now to stop the flow of gas back to swords for a while, build up enough to build another airship, and also transmute some items with Old Nate. So I'm just going to have to wait for the ship to come back up here. I don't know where it is yet. Maybe it's down in swords. The gas delivery, that is. Yep, it's on its way back. Okay, cool. Does it have a name? That's the Red Barn. The other name I saw was the Icarus. I think that's a cool name, so we'll put that one down as well. Kind of need to leave the construction material here, so let's head out to... I know what I'll do. Let's go to Cape Trelawney. That probably has a ton of construction material we don't need. Actually, in transit, let's just manually tell it to go specifically to Crown Falls. There we go. Great. Construction material has arrived. Love to see it. We're making windows here all the time. Let's just grab maybe 100 windows, bring them back up to swords so they can upgrade the investors. Upgrade the engineers, actually, I guess, yeah. Alright, give me those windows. Okay, the other thing as well is hopefully we get rid of all these piers and just have everything built into the docklands themselves. Anything else we need to remove? Might as well remove this road until I get a better feel for where it's going to go. Now, that airship should be quite fast. Yep, it's already halfway there. So as soon as it comes in, we'll basically get it to pick up some construction material over at King William Isle. And then also, we'll deliver it here so we can upgrade these residents. And then once they're upgraded, also, oh yeah, that's the other thing we need room for, is the Arctic Lodge. So I was thinking just somewhere around here, really. It's heated, keeps everybody happy, there's lots of houses. So yeah, these houses could just move down here and they're still going to be covered actually, so that's good. So let me have a look. Boom. Yeah, I think it would be covered. Alright, so they're all happy, and then Arctic Lodge. And in future, maybe through a time lapse or whatever, I might clean this place up, because I feel like what you could probably do... I think this is everything I'm going to need, to be honest. Don't think I need anything else. All these houses could probably be in the center, and just covered by one big Arctic Lodge. So I might try that in future, and just put them all around this thing. And lay out the Arctic Lodge, because we get another one maybe that covers both gas mines here, and we can maybe get more out of them. So I just have to work out like where can they be covered. It's actually not that bad where it is, so maybe it's fine. So obviously the circles can't overlap if we want to have multiple. So it's just about building one that's dedicated to the population and building another that's dedicated to production. So that's going to require steel and wood. So yeah, we'll have to wait for that. Alright, cool. So I've got my ship heading back, and we should be able to build another airship pretty soon as well. Once we get that gas, because we're just storing it up now that we've turned this guy around. Just going to take a quick drink. Alright, looking good. Oh yeah, they have actually. Arthur has set up his own gas mines. Good for him. The inefficiency. People pointed out that this is actually a warehouse, so I don't need the warehouse that I have right next to it. Good point. Did not know that. Or just, I guess I probably did know it if I thought about it, but did not think about it. So something like that should be enough, I think. Actually, just in case it's not, I think this would probably be better. Alright, let's go.
Light path plotted.
So this needs... yeah, that needs steel, but I think the housing upgrades don't, right? Just one. Now, they're actually short. They're not close to the canteen. Oh, my bad. It's okay. Got a canteen right here. And they need to be kind of close to the post office as well, so just do that.
strange things, great whites are. People fear them, and rightly so. There's a mystery to them. A wisdom, you know, a memory of things we've forgotten.
Okay. Is a fascination for sharks. Are we nearly there? We're almost there. We're just turning the corner. Alright. Drop it off. Let's go. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. So, that should give us what we need. We're just going to activate another gas mine. They should grow. And now what we're going to do with this is do the quest that we have. We have those who came before us to pick up some lost cargo. We need to grab more scrap if we want to go to Nate and transmute. So, we're going to have to spend a little bit of time just looking around that foggy area and see what we can find. But while the ship is doing that, just see if I can maybe make this look a little nicer. I know it doesn't quite matter that much, but just a little bit. For my own sanity. Yeah, I don't mind a little gap between them, actually, it's fine. They're all heated there, and we can have a little road that just leads up behind them. Why not? So the post office there will actually make it to this house even faster, so that's nice. They all seem to have full coverage. Yeah, all have full coverage. Now they're only going to grow to 16. So the question is, do we get the right amount or do we need another one? I guess just to be safe, let's just build one more, just in case I'm off. But I don't think I am. But we'll see. There, looking a little bit neater. Got the Arctic Lodge built, not a problem. And our ship is up here now. I'm just going to hotkey this one. So I remember to look at it. There we go.
I'm very glad old Nate's around. His chuckles are contagious.
One scrap? Are you kidding me? God.
This city is a magnet for genius.
What else we got? Got any more? Just gonna go kind of area by area and clear it. The radius is just so small for finding things. I mean, that'd be a nice item. I would use that if you had an item that gave you greater vision. There we go. So we're just gonna have to do this for a minute or two.
Your ship
That's not bad. 5. I think we need about 20. I think I've got 20. So for the 2 items, it's something like 50 expedition scrap. There we go. Ah, it's not too bad. 10. There's more. Oh, nice. Cool. Only one there, though, so we're at 11. Not bad. Just keep going with the wind this way, and that way we kind of cover this area a bit faster. And we'll have to go back in a bit further. Gonna go around here, and then when we look back, we'll follow the wind direction, and that way things should go a bit faster. Actually, that might be a good way of doing it. Anyway, meanwhile, we're gonna have a look here. So we got some of those explorers growing at the moment. We have enough technicians now that we're actually producing. We have 3 of the gas mines operational. 1 of them is paused, so not bad. We're just gonna be storing that up. It costs 40 to make an airship, so we'll just try to build up to that 40 level. Alright, and while we're waiting, let's go back to the old world and deal with construction. Oh, nice. And what about down here? Let's get this.
Cargo stations.
Sweet. Alright, let's upgrade some of these investors. Engineers, 2 investors. Whoa. Okay, that might be a bit too much. Gotta just lower them down. I don't want to go below the engineer level that we need.
Surprising.
Gonna keep it about there. So what's that done for influence? That's pretty much given us all that influence back, which is nice. And then this is going to be building up now over time, the investor population count, and we can see what we need to get here. So we need 7,500. I noticed this is a bit weird. It says 6,992, but here it says 6,514. I don't know where we're getting the extra 400 from. It might be something to do with the fact that we have an item here that gives us more residences. Yeah, more residents. That could be it. Bonus residence plus 2. So here it's saying 6,500, but, you know, here it's saying 7,000. So we're only 500 away now from getting to the second tier. I don't know why that doesn't add up correctly. But yeah, let's just quickly go back to the Arctic and see if we can find that stuff. So we're just going to go with the wind, right? So facing straight out this way, we're just going to try to cover as much territory as possible. I'll speed it up just a little bit. Let's just keep going so it's nice and fast. Oh, cool. I didn't know you found items. That's nice. Just gonna make it daytime, just make sure I don't miss anything. I'm sure I probably will. There we go.
Fix the times.
What have you got for me? Invasive investment. Rival buys shares, targeting future takeover. Oh, really? Did I miss it? I might have missed it. I remember that happened before and we bought him back. Yeah, we bought him back. Okay, that's alright then. It's not a big deal. What are we up to now? 18. Okay, good. Let's keep going that wind direction.
Flight path plotted.
Sometimes I mistake the little balloon thing that goes down from your cursor as like one of the items. Nice, found one last little bit. Alright, that should be enough, I think. Remember, we're probably going to lose, actually, a lot of population temporarily in swords because we're not bringing gas back anymore. We stopped that. So because of that, they're going to be having some issues. Let's have a look, actually, to see really quickly. Do we have 40 gas yet? We've 32. So I might just wait until we get 40, and then in one trip, take that back. So we're just going to have to wait for this guy to get there. And for that to be built up. We have 189. In fact, we could just turn on the other one. Let them work overtime. Have we breached? We did. We breached into the Husky Sled territory. Which if we upgrade these guys, and then we get these items I'm talking about to give us extra workforce, that should be plenty. So yeah, 34. Nice. Alright, so we can actually just have a look in statistics and see how much are we making right now. 3 tons per minute. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, well, back to the old world. 3 tons per minute, so give it 3 minutes. We should have enough. More than 40. They're out of tallow. That's okay. We expected as much.
Only reporting in.
So, hopefully as well, I haven't done anything silly. I didn't really check, like, before, you know, can we handle the added needs for things that we've now leveled up from. But yeah, we'll deal with it. It's fine. Alright, so I have, like I said, some rough plans. I have a little picture in Photoshop that I kind of mapped out. And it all hinges on where the original wharf building is going to go. So I'm going to start removing some of these. And I need to shift this way over this way. It's somewhere around here. So that means that this is just going to have to slide in at the back for now. Hang on, I'll have to do this like this. There we go. Because for whatever reason, you can only move the entire thing as one big block. It's really annoying. I understand kind of why, but I wish you could, like, I don't know, press shift or something to stop. Like, sometimes I just want to move this main building, you know? But it takes the whole thing. It's like the palace. Now, I think it's 3 tiles out from the very front. 1, 2, 3. I think this is where I began mapping it from. I didn't really think it through. I think so, anyway. Alright. Yeah. I think that's it. And then the rest of it's going to pretty much hinge on the fact that this building is going to be inside of it.
Turned out good for both of us.
Oh, I'm sure it did. Does it go all the way back to the coast? Not sure how far this is supposed to go up. I guess I'll find out later. Yeah, there's gonna be a bit of finagling going on for show. Faux show. But let's just get... I know that I'm gonna need the exports offices, and I've gotten so used to playing with this now, I really do just recognize them from a glance, which is nice. I get loads of loading as well. Now let's just go back to the Arctic. It's been about 3 minutes.
Hovering.
Perfect. Look at that. 40. Bring this down here.
On course.
Let's go back. Alright, so let's get to work. I'm not going to time-lapse it because I have a plan, so I know what I'm doing. When I'm time-lapsing, I typically don't have much of a plan. Now this building needs power, so it can't go, you know, too far out, I guess. Gonna want something like that, but I'm also gonna want it probably about there. I think. Something like that. Alright, so we need I think it's the harbor, not the harbor master, the exports offices down this way. Yeah. Alright, cool. Looking good. Getting started. So now I want loading wharfs. The reason I want that is because these have like little chimney stacks on top. So they kind of look like the chimney stacks that are in here already, and they get powered on, I think, when you're building a ship, so it'll look quite cool, I think. Alright. Another one. And this, as you can see, this area here can overlap. Oh, actually, I need to move it out one tile. But it can overlap with the harbor area here, so it's no problem to kind of overlap, basically. So just do a quick move one tile over. Everything needs to move one tile over. There we go. Alright, and now we can feed a road out. Boom. And that should be powered. Excellent. So then I'm just going to go with... Oh my god. Someone just shone a light in my face from my next door neighbor, I guess. That was really weird. Alright, anyways. That was like so distracting. It was like a blinding light just hit the right side of my face. I guess across from my apartment, there are other apartments with those kind of like French doors, like double doors that lead out to a balcony. And I guess they just opened it and the sun shone in my face. But it was startling for a second. I thought someone was trying to blind me. Do we have another one of these? Yes, let's get the chimney stack at the front again. Not sure which direction we could play. We could face it. Yeah, we'll just face it that way. Alright, cool. So the next thing then would be, again, another load of depots or something like of that sort, face inwards. These are export offices. Need to try and see where exactly these need to line up. Any more chimney stack areas? Yeah, this one I had previously up here. Alright, cool. So now we're just going to add in some brand new modules, so less of that moving around shenanigans, chicanery. Something like that. And I can always mess around with this and change it around if something doesn't work out. Okay. Looking good. Looking good so far. It's all part of the plan. Don't you worry. I think, anyway. Right. What am I missing? I just need more depots, I guess. Yeah, let's just get more depots. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. We brought the soap up to the next specialty slot. Sweet. Alright, so, depot. I think pretty much all the way down. And then a harbor master office down there at the corner. Just like that. And I'm going to leave this as a gap. And then this road is going to go all along here. Maybe we could put something down here. I don't know. One of the dry dock skiffs. Nice. Loving it so far. Except not loving this. This needs to change. Right, and we're getting to the point now where we're already out of steel. So we can look away from this area for a while, come back here when we get a bit more steel. Of course, we built more steel in the last episode. More steel production. We're just burning through it so fast. But there's plenty here. Let's grab all this. Alright, cool. Back to the Arctic. Boom. Now, drop off your stuff. Then we're going to pause the gold mine. Oh, that's...
Your people are miserable.
Pause that gold mine. Pause that gold mine. Turn on the heater. And get building. There we go. Now, what I think I need is... I think I need... I'm just going to take all the scrap I can. It's always safest. And I think I need 10 brass. Something like 10 coal and 5 caribou. Sweet. Alright, let's take this to Nate and let's transmute.
Dirigibbling. Hovering.
Right, so the items I was having a look at that I think would be cool would be a radiator, right? Gives workforce 15% and reduces the Arctic flu chance. Then there's also the outdoorsy grill. Drop a thick walrus steak on the angry red bars and watch the place sizzle up. So that's another Arctic flu reduction chance, and then reduce needs 30%. So those two seem really good. I'd like to also get this one. Reduce needs a further 30%, bonus income, and Arctic flu chance heavily reduced. We need 50. We need 50 expedition scrap for that, and we also need, or sorry, yeah, lost expedition scrap. And we also need, the other stuff is not too bad. We just need to get more scrap basically. We could try it in this episode, but I'm just gonna go with the 2 items first. There we go. So yeah, we'll have to get somewhere in the realm of, I don't know, another 20 scrap or something like that.
Light path plotted.
So I'm just going to bring this back here for now. Drop off the lost expedition scrap. Bring the items up to the Arctic Lodge and then put it back on its route. And it'll bring all the new gas back home. And we're making so much more gas now. We should start to build up a sort of an excess and be able to build, create more airships. The audio messed up there for a sec. All right, let's go.
Maneuvering.
How much time do we have on the episode? Oh, loads of time. Great. Feels good, man. Feels good. I'm really enjoying. I'm really, really enjoying the game lately. And you got... Oh, the audio keeps going. No, don't do this to me, game. Please, not today. But you guys have been awesome. So good. I mean, you guys are overly nice to me. Anytime I'm like, oh, I'm a bit worried about like wasting time or whatever, everyone's just like so nice.
Dirigibbling.
Alright, we're just about there. Drop off these 2 items, boom boom, put them back on the trade route, and this one we're gonna call it the Icarus. Why is my audio cutting out? I've only been recording for a short amount of time. Just gonna tab out for a second and see, am I running anything? I shouldn't be. No? I don't think so. Maybe one program. Alright, anyways, all my hacks. That's what I was running. My Anno hacks. Right, so, Arctic Lodge, let's go. We have the outdoorsy grill, reduce needs by 30%. And then we have the radiator, workforce 15%. Boom, we just went from negative 47 to 67. So we have full labor now. And we can actually get rid of a house. Could get rid of 2, if you want to be bold. Won't get rid of... We could get rid of 3. Don't want to do that. Just because... Actually, we should move houses within that ring rather than delete them. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I don't know if I want to remove a household. I think that's fine because if they get Arctic flu, even for a little while, that would, you know, it would slow down the production rates and stuff. So let's just leave it like that. And maybe I could compress things in a bit further, so later on... Later on we could squeeze more out of the population, sorry. Alright. Let's see if this fits. It does not.
My expectation.
Oh, actually though, this would work. Got him. Alright.
Now to smuggle it out.
So yeah, hopefully we have coverage and we're okay. So it's going to be, what, 15 minutes I think for the next airship? And they only cost 4 influence, so not too bad. 4 cargo slots, 2 item slots, and then we'll use this ship to go around and find lost expedition scrap without turning off that gas. And I'll probably, like I mean, people pointed it out in the comments as well, but I'll probably optimize that route again so that it delivers gas when it should, rather than have one ship dedicated to just getting gas, you know. It could definitely bring up brass or whatever else is needed. So yeah, I'll work on that, or I'll think about it in future. One problem at a time. Alright, so our ship is back here.
Hold the crane.
Let's continue building. Let's get this ship now to go to Archibald or something. Buy some steel. Let's brighten things up. So, let's see, how much have I got done? I've got about half of it built so far. I've got a long way to go. I think that's right. Yep.
A competitor's island is under siege.
I probably actually can't build everything I'd planned to because we have to export and level up some goods a bit more. It was more just kind of like the idea of what we could do. So 2 repair cranes. I want them to tuck in. Something like that. Piers. Yeah, looks kind of cool. God damn it, games, audio, what the hell? Alright, starting to take shape. So basically, the idea with building this was, when I was messing around with designs, I was like, how can I make it look like a bit snaky? You know, like snaky canals. Not just, like, I like the one we have in Swords, but this is like the obvious way to build, in a way. You just kind of build out like this, or you could just compress everything together if you wanted to. Oh my god, look at the amount of ships in here. Wow, what a nightmare. But this, again, it's sort of like this, like I described, a rib cage, right? You have these... Actually, well, a rib cage would have a thing down the middle and it come out the sides. This is like the opposite. It's like an inverse, where it's like in, like all like that from the sides. And that's fine. It looks nice enough. I think it fits this place pretty well. But what it doesn't... Oh, actually...
Ready for action.
I don't even know what this is doing. It's taking... It's delivering windows. Oh yeah, I need to turn off that construction route. You just stop doing your thing now. You're fine. It was just a little bit of added help that I needed a while ago. Yeah, the place is fine. But anyway, so what I decided I'd like to have here is like have this like snaky canal system, rather than just like every single block leaves a line out. And then I was like, oh, what buildings will fit in here? And I was messing around with the idea of like putting the oil in here. This unfortunately can't come out any further. No matter what, it has to be on the coast. But they've changed it so the steam shipyard can. And I just think this looks really nice now with the chimney stacks and stuff. And I'm going to get some ornaments and things that will look nicer. And then the cranes here as well. Obviously, I'd have no need for a repair crane, really. But aesthetically, I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm pretty happy with that. But we're not done just yet. Still got a bit to go. Let's have a look at how's the... Oh, look at the gold. The gold's going up, if anything. So that's totally fine. Can't even store the coal that we're bringing in. And we've got 2 more trade contracts I could mess around with. If there's anything I could just shift, like, massively in bulk, Like, for instance, I could get rid of 1,000 of this, and we could just hit another specialty slot and get more modules immediately. So, again, we just need to bring in pocket watches all the time. So just a massive excess of grain. Grain arrives here, by the way, because we have pig farms and we have silos. So a little bit of grain arrives here over time. Oh, he's actually arriving right now. This is just on time, then. Oh, the other thing I want to get rid of, then, is... Yes.
Someone's been promoted.
Damn, he just arrived. Oh, well. I don't know, 150 of that. Just do that once if we could. But yeah, we just did. We just got grain right in there right now. So that's going to give us, again... Oh, actually, that doesn't give us anything extra, because we already had the slot unlocked. So, pardon me. We don't get any more depots or anything like that. It's only as you fill up these ones. So, we need another thing to hit tier 2. I wonder what we've done. So, yeah, champagne is 1580. And we've actually unlocked, I'd say, about half of the stuff here. Like, that's available to import. So, that's pretty good. Having more trade contracts active is what we probably need. So I'm just going to get rid of that for now. Leave that one empty, because I know that I need to change that. Alright, anyways. Let's see. What do we got room for? We have 5 more depots that we can build. So let's get depoted out of our minds. Just trying to have a look at where this should go. About here. Module limit reached for that. I need one of them there. We need the loading wharfs. Do we have any more? We have 2 more. Nice. Loading obviously is great. Helps speed everything up. 2 more loading wharfs in there. Harbor Master. Yes, indeed. 2 more Harbor Masters. Yep, there we go. So the plan with this is now to have an export office there. That should tie that together. This needs to come up all the way up to here. And we're going to do something crazy. Can't build that just yet, really. I mean, I could upgrade it, but I don't want to. Want to get a storage facility here. I'm not sure how far I can actually push it up, but somewhere like there. And that should look quite good when we're done with it. So the idea now is to have 2 piers that like kind of wrap around that, or 3 piers even. So let's see. If I work out from the coast, it's probably a bit easier for me. 1, 2, 3. I think it's about there. I think. Yeah, I think so. And then there and there. Something like that. In fact, I think I even have it where I pull it out further. I don't know. I'll just have to feel it out and see. So we're just lacking steel again. Pretty happy with generally how much we've done this episode. I thought it would take me longer than that to get as much of the docks built as we have. And we've generated influence and all of that, so that's all pretty good. So let's have a little zoomy zoom and have a look at this area. I need to patch it up a bit. So let's just, I think that goes out to about there. This doesn't go the whole way across, unfortunately, either. Yep, something like that. Maybe give them... Well, let's have a look. So if we go to the ornaments and we have a look at what would work here, some sort of crane would probably look quite nice. Turn it around like that, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that's working towards this area. Maybe one of these as well then. Yeah, a sideways crane. That could look kind of cool. And there's a bit of water coming in there, so I'm going to patch that up. So we can get another layer. Cool. Yeah, it looks nice. Maybe then on the way in, a little bit of decoration. I know it's like a worker area, but oops, no reason to think that we couldn't have a little bit. the pretty ladies waiting for their men to get off work. Look, it's the 1800s, okay? Don't hold me to today's standard. Something like that. And then I think maybe a little kiosk. Maybe this is, you know, people come in and get their breakfast, their coffees or whatever before in the morning. I guess actually they would get off the boat, don't they? I didn't actually factor in where if we could fit the commuter pier in within the Docklands. I mean, maybe you could. Yeah, actually, let's just check something really quickly. Can this be built out at sea? No, it can't. There's very little you can do with it then, really. I might be able to just put it here. Make it look nice. I mean, I think that's actually where it was. So, the other thing I can get rid of now is these. I want them to go. I want everyone to use the piers that we have. So we've got 2 here at the front, and we're going to have more here along the side. So, inside here, we can also dress the set, make it look a little bit nicer. And my sound is dying for some reason. Sorry about that.
Ship constructed.
Hopefully my recording's okay. Ship constructed. Hey! Boom. Need another name for this one. People have provided loads of names, so I'll just go through the comments, but I can't remember right now. So, this guy can go do the same thing. Go off to the Arctic, or into the kind of fogged out area, and see if we can find... I wish there was different skins for airships. That'd be nice.
Airship.
That'd be cool if they added that. Yeah, see if we can find more lost expedition scrap, and maybe transmute that final item. To get that final item, though, we'd also need... What was it? It was like caoutchouc, or it was niter, one or the other.
Or is it bone you want?
Saltpeter, yeah. Saltpeter and iron ore. Saltpeter and iron ore. And then let's see how much we've got. 17.
Progress is
Turn those gold mines back on. 17. So we need 33 more lost expedition scrap. Okay. Gonna get rid of this one. This one has like a benches and stuff around it. I want ones without benches. There we go.
So good to see you, Uncle.
Alright, nice. Yeah, I think this is starting to look really cool, isn't it? I mean, I think so. Obviously, I haven't finished everything yet, but just the general idea of having these like separate canals and then it snakes in. We've got the bridges. Maybe we'll do a little walk a little bit later. Oh, this area you could definitely do with having like one of those cranes as well. I think that would look quite cool next to the... Oh, perfect. Yeah. Next to the oil storage. Where's our ship? Is it almost here? Yep, it's turning the corner. Nice. And it's pretty amazing. Like, we got rid of the entire glass industry. And
We are keen to resume as soon as
we've turned off the pocket watches, turned off the jewelry. We're just bringing that all in now instead.
We've run out of gas.
So we don't have enough tallow, but that was expected. We put these down trying to burn through tallow to build soap as fast as possible. So I can delete these now. 4 of these are always going to be too small. We're running out of goods. Should clean up this area in general. Oh, I left a big gap.
Your vessel shall be
Sound is just completely gone. Okay. Just gave up there. Yeah, weird. Is that the, do I have to wrap it up? I'll have to wrap it up soon. Hopefully you don't mind that it's just, it's either that or restart the game. I don't want to do it when there's only just like a few minutes left. So apologies for that, but I don't know. I don't know why that happens. Normally it happens if I've been playing for like a really long time. But it's happened pretty early now. It's quite warm in my room. I don't know if that could have an effect on the PC overheating or something. So let's just go look for expedition scrap. I'll just speed up time just a little bit. We're going with the wind again. I think that's a good idea to just generally cover more area faster. And just duck and bob and weave, bob and weave. And, oh, found another relic. Nice. Productivity 35% for seal hunting. It's good to see that we've got a decent amount of influence now. We could definitely pop down more Arctic lodges or, you know, other trade unions and things like that. Just like a lost canoe. There we go. 3 scrap. So that's 20. So we need 30 more in total. I wonder what does the diving bell ever pick up lost expedition scrap? Probably not. I feel like they should be able to though. That'd be a nice little benefit of having the Sunken Treasures DLC. If I'm doing something wrong here, by the way, because I did mention that this is so tedious, if there is another way of doing this, you let me know. Like, I don't mind it too much, but it's like, yeah, once you've done it once or twice, it's like, I'm just clicking around. I just wish the cone was bigger, so I know I could see more things. That's all. It's just really tight. And I feel like in the airship, we'd be able to see a little bit further than this. Oh, this is where the bears took out the guys. That's where you guys got the quote right. I used to think that The Office was actually fairly niche for whatever reason, because I watched it as it came out back in the day. And I wasn't really on the internet much in 2008 or whatever. And it was just like me and my friend watched it. None of my other friends watched it at the time. And now, obviously, me and my girlfriend are watching it again, actually. And it's like obviously mega popular. It's probably like one of the, if not the most popular sitcoms ever. I think I saw something about it being like the most streamed comedy on Netflix of all time or something like that. So it's obviously super popular. But it was still really funny nonetheless to see everyone get the quote. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. And then people continued it actually and went further with the quote, which was quite funny. Alright, well, I'm just going to move my ship back to the other side, and then we'll do this lap again at some point in the future. Let's just see if I can build anything else on these docks really quickly with what we've got. Alright, sweet. So I can do these piers now. And maybe I wanted them to turn, look like one uniform pier. There we go. Look at that. Looking good. And at nighttime, it looks kind of nice too. The reflection on the water looks ace, as kids said about 5 years ago. So the other thing I was thinking of having around here, maybe another repair crane, because of like this kind of docks-ish area, and maybe a harbor master. Do we have another one? We're kind of maxed out, actually. We are maxed out. We could put more repair cranes down, but it's fine. But yeah, I don't know if I built this too far out or not far enough. Because when I was mapping it out in Photoshop on my grid, I did not have a gap here. But maybe I did. Maybe I did. It's not a big deal. Because we could just have the regular pier fill that gap in anyway. In fact, just to make the place look a little nicer, I'm just going to put piers down where I know the buildings are going to be, right? Yeah, that actually looks great. Because then we can just like visualize exactly what I wanted this thing to kind of look like and finish off with. And I think as well, maybe getting the lighthouse in would be nice. So this red one, the crimson. Oh yeah, looks good. People were saying I was facing the wrong way and it was aiming inside. It does a full 360, just FYI. As I think most lighthouses do. I don't know, but I think they do. I've always thought of a lighthouse to do that. Because typically they're like really far out. So even aiming in isn't like that bad of an idea. Something like that. And then maybe... Actually, I do think that... Oh no, the doorway is at the front. Yeah, I might push it in and bring it out just to there. And then cover it with pier. Or quay, as it says. And then maybe just fill this with one of those bobbing up and down things. Loaded barge. Fit two, really, if you wanted to. Don't know if that would look weird. We'll just leave it with one. Maybe one of these. Yeah. Love using these things. Oh, yeah. I know I'm a sucker for these things. Just whenever it, like, dynamically puts that stuff down, love it. Alright, let's go do morning. So that's what we got. That is what we got so far. And then, yeah, I think I'll have, you know, something here. I thought I had it connected up, though, so I'll have to... Oh, I remember. Yeah, actually. So I do push this out. That's why. Because I had planned for having, again, just a little bit of ornaments on the way in, of course. How could you not? Next to my road. As people come in. So, like, all the entrances look quite nice as people come in. We could just have this go off this way. Cool. All right. Yeah, maybe just to actually get the full experience, I think I'll save it, pop out, come back in where the audio hopefully works, and we'll have a little walk around here at the end of the episode. I think that'd be nice. Yes. Oh, I think this looks awesome. I'm so full of myself. But no, I don't know. I think it looks nice. Let's move the commuter pier as well. Ugh, just get it back where it was, really. And that's our main harbor, actually, our main docks. So move that in. Tuck him in. Alrighty, just something like that. I mean, this will probably be redesigned eventually. I didn't want to move this because obviously it has the railway. We can level it up. Can we level it up again? Yes, we can. Nice. Expensive. Spending lots of money doing all this. And I'm not sure what's going to go back here. Like, I guess just whatever industry we can fit in there to make it look kind of natural. Oh, it's a shame. I don't have anything there. What do I need there? I think I had planned for another... Yeah, I might just put down the blueprints for a repair crane. If you don't build it, at least it would stay there. Oh, actually, I've got a better idea. Let's just do that. It'll look nicer this way. Turn this as well. This is the annoying thing with this. You can't... If I was to cycle through this... It's always going to face that way. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. And then if you rotate it, like I'm like rotating it now. Right? So it's like I rotate it, turn. It's like it always just... Actually, maybe, hang on. Yeah, it still just always faces that way. I just don't know why. It's so frustrating. So what you have to do, or at least what I've thought of doing, is grabbing, I don't know, one of these other things. Connecting it that way. Then moving it out. And this should just shift okay. Yeah. So there we go. And I'll obviously put the thing back. Oh, nice. So that now it looks just, I don't know, it just looks nicer as you're coming in. But obviously we have this big gap here, so that's just going to have to be key for now. I know what it's going to be, but obviously don't have the module yet, so it's just going to be key. But yeah, so once we get more, I'm not too sure. I guess we could even build further out, like out this way if we want. We can push these piers out a bit further. There's obviously lots of space out this side where we can line up another kind of set of things out this way if we wanted to eventually. Look at them; they're all heading home because the sun is setting. I know it's 9 a.m. Looks like they're all leaving though. Either way. See you guys later. Thanks for all the work. All right, I'm just going to save it there, and then I will have a little walk around the town with all the music and stuff. All right, guys, I am back. Essentially, the audio just came back when I restarted the PC. The audio was actually completely gone, even outside of the game. So it's like my Windows audio just completely got severed somehow. I don't get that in any other game, so I don't know if it's the game or it's my PC, but either way, here we are. Now, in between me putting the game down and bringing it back up, we actually made one more trade over at Swords selling soap.
All better.
And that export of soap gave us the next...
are healthy again.
Oh, there's illness in Crown Falls. Gave us the next specialty slot for soap, which has now given us extra depots, Harbor Master, all those extra modules. With the extra modules, I filled in the kind of blueprints and pier area that I had left kind of blank. So now we've got pretty much the docks as I envisioned it. Pretty much. So yeah, so this is pretty much the complete docks. I think it looks awesome. Now, maybe I could dress the set a little bit more. We could always put around some little bits of extra ornaments. Some people were saying, like, to add more cranes and things like that, that they look quite good. And they do. I think cranes do look good. Can have this kind of thing here. Something like that. I don't know. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. But you get the idea. You know, more cranes, more of these other things. A barge here would actually fit just about, would it? Yeah, maybe something like that. Either way, let's take a little walk around here at the end of this episode. So I've just queued up a ship to be built, even though we don't quite have the workforce, just because it looks cool. So let's enter in from the main entrance here, I guess you could call it, where we have our kiosk where people can grab their coffees or their beverages or whatever it might be. Over on the oil harbor, we have, just next to the oil harbor, I should say, we have cranes and pulleys and things to help with the tonnage of oil that we're obviously shipping in and out, all these barrels. And then we have our commuter pier where people are coming and going for work on their different shifts. Sun sets on our docks. God damn it, does this game look good. Look at it. Even in this first person mode. Alright, so we just come in this way and we can we're just immediately greeted with warehouses for the steam shipyard. We can see that they're working away on the ships in here. You can carry 2 boxes, come on. He's slacking off. Yeah, looking quite good. So there's our next ship ready for disembarkation. And we can typically see ships coming and going out in the distance, although right now I actually can't. Alright, then we've got our multiple cranes and our piers all lined up there, and the barge we just put down. Let's make our way back out to that side. This is a bit of a cul-de-sac for the shipyard. The Grand Entertainment, look at the text. Why is this such high-res texture? Grand Entertainment Illusionist. Huh, then it says Lorem Ipsum. It looks like it's like default text underneath. Alright, so we turn the corner, we head out to this little area, we get our first kind of sense of the canal system. And we can get on one of the boats, maybe disembark out this way if we wanted to, perhaps. Guy's keeping an eye on his depots. These are all mostly depots, as you can see, but we got a couple of chimney stacks dispersed. Those are loading wharfs. Out this way, then, of course, we have... Of course, you know, it doesn't look great when you're looking like this, but we're not really supposed to be in first person. The fact that it looks as good as it does, I think, is a testament to the detail in the game. But yep, so we lead up, then, another kind of canal system. We can cross the bridges up here. Or lead up to the canal system, sorry. You can see some chimney stacks in the distance. We've got a little potted plants and stuff. Canal's going either way. I have the bridges down so we can walk across them. Then we're up here by the piers. So repair cranes and piers as ships are stopping by to unload. They're going to get repaired in the meantime in case there's any problems. Oh my god. Look how good it looks. Alright, we cross the next bridge. And then we have the main wharf building. And people chilling outside of it. We've got our cranes, our oil storage. And just more... I guess docks and depots that lead to the mainland, the warehouses. Then we have several harbour master offices as well. The lighthouse, of course, how could I not visit that? The sun is just setting as well. There we go, we've got our barges and our little smaller pier for the boats. I think this place is like playing individual audio for like every module or something, and it's like crowding my my game or something.
We will be so much stronger together.
All right, sorry Benty, it's not going to happen. But the sun has set. We have our several piers here, our pulley systems, our oil storage. I could probably get these buildings to link up if I wanted to. We got people moving off the slipway, I guess you could say, out into the water. And that's kind of our little walk around my docks. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great. I challenge you to find a better looking docks. I'm sure there probably is. But maybe not. I think it looks so good. And now even at nighttime, I think it looks great. I was thinking the other day that these windows being so bright, I was like, that doesn't look quite natural. And then I was walking through the estate where I live. And there's just houses, and all you can see is these bright yellow window lights. No glow coming from them, just like a yellow light. And I was like, wow, it looks just like the game.
My psychiatrist suggests an ascetic phase.
I guess he's giving me some items or something. Oh, I think it looks so good. I'm gonna lower my sensitivity of this mouse, actually. There we go. I think it looks great. Little keys that lead up, the different roads and stuff that bring us in. And then the canals. And it's not just like a rigid line or anything. I think it looks really good. Still work to be done, though. Still work to be done. Because we have all this side out here. that we can kind of deal with and build up as well. But right now we have 17 depots, so our storage here is 2,300. It's insane. 5 out of 9 piers, 3 out of 5 cranes, 4 out of 4 harbor master, 9 wharfs, and 8 export offices. So we have lots of stuff to play around with as well in here if we want to in future. Just gonna cancel those. Looks like everything's staying stable in terms of how we're bringing stuff in. Maybe steam motor's getting a smidge low, but we could always put down another one perhaps. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast. Got a lot done, actually. Built up this entire docks and got our technicians fielding way more gas. Really happy with all of that. Next episode, I think we're going to work on the investor district. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video has been copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that'll give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.